Welcome to the tutorial on how to make an API call and cache images in SwiftUI. Caching images is crucial for optimizing performance, reducing data usage, enabling offline support, and providing a better user experience. It improves loading times, conserves bandwidth, ensures offline availability, and maintains consistency. Implementing caching mechanism efficiently manages and retrieves images, resulting in faster loading times, improved responsiveness, and a smoother user interface. This is the application that we will be building. As you see, the images are coming from an API, and the images are saved within the cache. I'll just scroll down, and then it also gets a next set of images from the API. And you can also filter on the actual images. So if you want to display anything that begins with I, it will filter it, just type in I. Or anything that contains the letter I, or iPhone displays all the iPhones. So this is what we will be building in the tutorial. So let's now start the tutorial. Within your SwiftUI Xcode project, create a new class and call it API. So to create your new class, you can click on Ctrl+R, Control key, and then left click on the mouse, and then just click on New File. Select Swift file. Click on Next. Enter the name of the class, API. And now create the name of the class within Swift. Just type in class, API, open bracket, and then the API class will have one method only to start with. The name of the method is called fetch products. So just type in function fetch products, less than bracket T, Codable, open bracket, async, throws, and T. So this function returns a generic. A generic can be any data type, so it makes the actual function more flexible. And now type in do let URL equals URL string HTTPS dummy JSON.com products. And this is the URL where the actual payload, the actual JSON data will be coming from. And now type in let data, comma, equals try await URLSession shared data from URL. Next thing we do is to create a JSON decoder. So just type in let decoder equals JSON decoder. Now type in let response equals try decoder decode t self, and then type in data. So what this line does, it decodes the JSON type into a generic object of type T. Return response catch then throw any errors that happens, throw error. And then what we have to do now, did we miss something out? I think there's an error. Oh, so we missed out the more than sign on line 12, which should be after Codable, which should be here, should be there. Just compile it, just to make sure everything is correct. Yeah, that's good, that's correct. So now the next class we will create is called product response. So to do this, you just do what we've done similar, what we've done previously, So just create another class or struct, so that's new file, select Swift file, click on next, and then call the actual file product response, click on create. Now create the actual struct, so struct product codable identifiable, let id int, let title string, let thumbnail string. String is spelled incorrectly, missed out the T, so it'll be capital S and lowercase t. And then for the next structs, just type in struct product response codable let products product. So the product response holds an array of products. I will now show you the actual JSON payload within Postman. If you type in Postman, you can download it by Google for free. So the actual JSON payloads that we will be retrieving includes the actual products array, and the actual products array includes the ID we'll be using and the title of the product and the thumbnail of the image, and this is the actual elements we'll be using. We won't be using the images array or the ratings or the stock or the brand or the category. So that's it for the payload. The next class we will create is the image cache. The image cache class is the class that enables the images to be stored within the cache. So let's create that file now. So right click and select CTLR, control key, and a new file. Select Swift file, click on next. Type the name of the class, which is called image, and then cache. And then within the image cache file, type in class, image cache, for the name of the class. Let's type in static let shared image cache. The purpose of the static shared variable is to make the instance available throughout the actual application. Let's type in private let cache equals ns cache string UI image and did we miss something out? Equals UI. Oh, this should be, that's right, UI image. Oh, we need to also import SwiftUI. So import SwiftUI. String, and there's another error, ns cache. We need to be using ns string, which is a Objective-C data type. Yeah, that's correct now, but just compile it to make sure. Yeah, that's compiled. Let's type in private init, open bracket. Private init is similar to a constructor that's called as soon as the class instance is called. Cache total cost limit equals 100. So what that does, it sets a total cost limit for the cache space. So it will always ever store a maximum of 100 elements at a time within the cache. If you want to, you can increase it to 1,000. But for best performance, it's best to make it as low as possible, like 100 or maybe 10 or 50. Anything less or equal to 100 is good. Next function we'll create is called get image function get image for key string. UI image, and the question mark, it just means the image can be nil, so it might contain an image or it might not contain an image. So this way the application will not crash because we have to like unwrap it safely. So just type in return cache object for key ns string open bracket string key. Oh, there's a mistake. So that should be another I there, UI image. So what this function does, get image, it retrieves an image from the cache using the specified key. The next function we will create is called set image, as we have to set the image within the cache. Function set image UI image for key and string. Cache set object image for key and a string okay. That's the end of the tutorial of part 1. Next week we'll start on part 2 of the tutorial to implement the image loader and the async image reusable view that displays the actual images on our view within SwiftUI. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you did, please comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.